welcome back to another video. Even though I did say that I probably won't be doing a video for a while, unless I find something interesting or cool while dog sitting. So I lied. Monday I got the new Julie Nutting Doll set of 6, and then I also got the previous release of the Julie Nutting Dolls from Winter CHA. So Monday I played with 2 of the doll stamps, and then Tuesday I played with the rest of them. So these are the first 2 I did, and the ink pad I used for them was the Colorblock Stephanie Bernard Licorice. And I found when stamping, using that pad, when inking the stamp, it got into the skin and into the dress part. So when stamping them, if I stamp too hard, the ink from the inside of the dress was getting inside the dress and inside the skin, and that wasn't good. So I stopped that after the first 2. Stopped using the ink pad. And then I went to Memento to try that out, which was good because I used Artist Loft watercolors and the Pearlescent watercolors. And this ink doesn't run when you use that, unlike the Colorblock one that does run when you use watercolor. So, but this one, it wasn't intense of a black for me. I don't know if because it's older and been using it a lot, so it probably needs re-inking or a new pad, which is more likely because I find, it's going to be a little rant, that the re-inkers are almost as much as buying a new ink pad itself. It's maybe like $2 less than the ink pad, so that's my little beef for today. So then I tried the VersaFine ink pad. That worked fine. And you can't really use watercolor on these, but I did. I was very careful when doing that. I stamped the girl, and then I stamped the paper that I was going to use for her dress and stuff. And I set it aside, and then I did stamped the new girl out on paper, and then the outfits and all that. By the time I finished with the last one, the first one I did when stamped with this ink was dry, and I was able to watercolor with that. So those are the inks I used, and so let's start with these 2 girls. I did use my Prisma pencils just to try them out. In her, I did use the Artist Loft watercolors and the Pearlescent watercolors for her hair. So it's all shiny. The papers I used for her, and I used these papers a lot throughout the dolls, the girls, is the Crate Collection by Recollections. And the first dolls I used, and it was green. Can't believe it. So those are those 2. And then this girl, I did use book paper for her because it's a bigger stamp, especially the dress. And I used the Retro Collage by Recollections because the dress, I just happened to have a bigger piece of paper to do the dress. I mean, this part from here. And this is another piece of paper from that collection, and another piece of I used all my scraps when doing these dolls. Well, not all of them. I still have a lot more scraps, but I used scraps for all of it. And then these 2, some of them I was able to get onto one page of the dictionary paper. And she's dressed in the retro from Tim Holtz, the retro stack, or yeah, Grunge Retro. I forget what the name. And the pockets I cut out from another piece of the Retro Grunge collection from him. I think the solids were from one side of the paper and the stripes were from the other side of that paper, of the pockets. And then she made her a blonde, and she's from the Graphic 45 Nutcracker. And the dress is one side of the paper, and the pockets are the other side of that same paper, the ballerina shoes. And these two, I used the Tim Holtz, and I think that this one is the travel one. And I used the scrap I had were the strips of paper. And I know this is upside down, but that's the way I had it. And the top's right side up. So that one. And sometimes I did have to stamp the clothing a couple times, because I kept messing up. It wouldn't fit on get all of it on the paper. And then this one's from the Create collection. She's also from the Create collection. I like her. And these two, this one's from Tattered Times. I think that was the Die Cut to the View Michael's pad that I used. And she's so blonde. And this one's from the Tim Holtz, I think Lost and Found. Yeah, the top is the clock. I can't see that. The clock page. And that one, I made her like a coppery redhead. And these two, I painted her headband because I didn't stamp it onto paper. This is the Graphic 45, the Nutcracker, the ballerina page. And she's from Die Cut to the View, the Retro Mod collection. And these two, it's from Graphic 45, the Nutcracker. And she's from Retro Mod. And I used a lot of scraps from that collection because I used it a lot. And I even still have some of the paper left in whole. And then finally, almost finally, another another Create collection. These turned out really cute. And this one's one of my favorites. This is the Rock Stack from DCWV. And I can't wait to get my hands on the new updated version of this stack. The Glam Rock stack that's coming to Michael's, I think, next month in July. So hopefully the paper pads will be on sale and I'll get the stack. And then this one's also Create collection. This one I just glued on last night onto a journal page. And then I did one more, but that one I made a card with it and I forgot to take a picture of it after I sealed it in an envelope. So, oopsie. So that's it for now, and hopefully that'll be the last video for a while until you see me at my aunt's for dog sitting, unless I finding something cool. So thanks for watching.